The urgent search for a young woman gone missing. The Tennessee Sheriff's Association has added $5,000 to the reward fund for Holly Bobo, the 20-year-old nursing student who reportedly was abducted from her home a week ago today. It brings the reward total to $80,000. Investigators say the abductor is likely a local figure. No suspect yet, though. The small town of Parsons, meanwhile, is hoping, praying that any minute now, Holly will be found safe. Here's Lindsay Davis.
What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and divide up into groups.
Time is of the essence. Every hour that passes is crucial. Any tip could be the key.
Y'all go ahead and spread out.
That's why authorities are turning to the public in the disappearance of Holly Bobo, a beautiful 20-year-old nursing student who hasn't been seen in a week. Just before 8 o'clock last Wednesday morning, Holly's 25-year-old brother Clint told police he watched from inside the family home as a man in camouflage led Holly into the woods. At first, Clint thought she was going off with a friend, but when he went outside, he found blood in the driveway and immediately called 911. The police went into high gear, searching for the man in camouflage.
We feel that she knew that she was in fear of her life, so she was complying with his command.
The family begged for help.
Holly, I love you so much. Please try to get home to us. And if anybody knows anything about her, please help us find her.
The close-knit community rallied. Hundreds volunteered to comb the woods for clues.
That's the last phone call you ever expect to get. And it's a close family, so we're just trying to hold it together.
Until now, the town of Parsons' main claim to fame was country music singer Whitney Duncan. She's Holly Bobo's cousin. She thinks of her as a little sister.
She's beautiful, kind of shy, quiet girl until you get to know her. And then she's just funny and sweet, and she's amazing.
And Whitney's also had to defend Holly's brother Clint. Bloggers and tweeters immediately began to question his story, and tweets like this one appeared. I think the authorities should focus more on Holly Bobo's brother Clint. Very strange, contradicting story. Whitney Duncan fired back with a tweet of her own, writing, "My cousin Clint, Holly's brother, is not a suspect, and I'm sick of people saying that he is. He's been cleared for good reason. Shut up." Investigators say they're not following any individual suspect, but have not ruled anyone out. In the meantime, the days are ticking by.
This is where our virtual command center is. It's a way to organize the information that's coming in to us and a way to disperse that information out to investigators.
So right here, tips are coming in,
right,
and she's just verifying that everything's been followed up on.
Right.
They've received more than 250 tips from all across the state. They're constantly checking the map, trying to connect the dots. So far, investigators have found several items, including Holly's lunch bag, which her family was able to identify.
We've really been concentrating from Holly's house north up to I-40.
And just so we have a little scale here, from here to where the lunchbox was found, we're talking about a distance of about 8 miles?
Yes.
How long can you sustain such a massive search?
When those leads stop coming in and you stop having things to follow up on, then that's when you may begin to scale back.
It has now been a week since Holly was last seen.
If someone is not discovered within the first day or two, it's unlikely that it'll be discovered alive.
When children are abducted, criminologist James Fox says the abductor is most likely someone a child knows. Perhaps not so in this case.
When it's an adult who's abducted, it's usually a stranger. It's oftentimes a sex crime, and murder is used as a way to cover up the evidence of that crime. But still, there is hope that occasionally cases like these do end up with good news even after a long period of time.
Does it kind of feel like you're looking for a needle in a haystack?
Yes, ma'am.
Volunteers were not deterred by that challenge. One group found this duct tape that they say had hair stuck to it.
I sure hope everybody brings her back or she can hug her mama.
There were so many volunteers at one point, dozens had to be turned away.
They had 2,000 volunteers sign in at the state fairgrounds, and then they had another about 1,500 show up.
And we're talking about a community of about 2,500 people.
Right.
Have you ever experienced something like this in all the investigations, the community being so helpful?
No, never. Never seen a community like this.
When someone goes missing in a town of just 2,500, the whole town becomes one family.
Oh,
Hundreds of pink ribbons now dot the streets, signs of support and love on every billboard. A community with one common goal, finding Holly. For Nightline, I'm Lindsay Davis in Parsons, Tennessee.